Nah. Welcome to another episode. I've lost the notes. There they are. I am your host. That's most important. I am your host, Mac. I'm joined by my father, who is
here.
Yeah, he's here. He's here, also known as Simon, and joined by Pat, his friend that I have stolen.
I want my friend back.
Well, maybe talk to him more.
Oh, harsh. Deep.
Anyway,
should we just leave? Should we just leave now,
Yeah,
Simon?
that's
Just
it,
have
man.
our
Let's
own
just
chat.
go.
Is that it?
Let's
Yeah.
go. We're going to start off our own podcast.
Are you
Slagging off our
competing
children.
podcast?
Yeah.
What have we all been watching? Because I know that we've been watching a lot of stuff recently.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot. Starting off with the biggest thing, Stranger Things. Oh no, did we watch the Boys first?
No. We started watching The Boys, and then Stranger Things comes out. Oh no. No. Yeah, we were watching Stranger Things, and The Boys came out, and we waited. So there was like a couple of episodes, like I don't know, 4 or 5 episodes already waiting for us when Stranger Things finished.
Yeah. You might be a bit quiet. Is he quiet, Pat?
No, he's all right. He's all right. I've turned the volume up to about 80.
I have my volume on this computer at 100 all the time. Okay. So
38.
have you watched the newest Jurassic World? I'm just wondering, because we probably shouldn't mention that yet, but have you watched the latest one?
No.
I'm wondering. It'd be interesting to see your views on it.
I can give you my views right now.
It's the same format, though, isn't it? They're all the same thing. Should they have done it? No. But we're going to make a film about it anyway.
Oh, mate.
All
this
of them
one's
are the same.
The worst out of all of them. It's like it was written by a 5-year-old.
It was so bad I ended up having to add a rating system to my Notion page. And this one has a rating of 0. So, yeah. Oh, it was really bad. Both me and my dad left the cinema quite angry. Or annoyed, at least.
Yeah, I had such high hopes.
Yeah.
Well, you didn't walk out, so that's something.
Yeah.
No, we did stay for the whole
I don't
movie.
think I've ever walked out of a movie. Oh, no, tell a lie. I walked out of a movie once in the cinema, and that was not because I wanted to.
Oh, because
your mother.
Yeah.
And that was Cranked. We watched that in the cinema for our anniversary. She wasn't happy. The Jason Statham movie.
I don't think I've heard of that movie.
Did Pat just say we're breaking up again?
Yep. I was going to try and ignore it in the recording, but yes. Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, I didn't
We'll try
wanna
turning
say
off
on
camera and
stream
we'll see
'cause
what
we're
happens.
recording.
I can
Yeah,
see
let's
that
do that.
Pat is delayed. Pat, could you do me... Pat, can you do me a favor? Can you turn off your camera as well? Just to see if we can get this actually working.
Go on.
This is a mess of a podcast, but what can you do with such short notage of... Notage? Yes, Matt can't speak. Yay.
No, that's quite important for a podcast, being able to speak.
Yeah.
Although I have something that I would like to talk about, if I may.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen all the Marvel movies that are coming out? They did the Comic-Con release of all the Marvel movies.
I was wondering if we were going to mention that. Yeah.
I did.
It's all the kind of multiverse saga, I think they're calling it, where there's all these movies. But the ones that interested me the most is Daredevil.
Yes, yeah, I saw about that today, actually, because I was a bit late to that one. I watched Screen Crush and his summary of what happened at that event. Because they also announced both the current phase and the next phase of movies.
5 and 6.
Yeah, 5 and 6.
Yeah.
I don't know why they've announced 6. That seems a bit of a far stretch. And now you're not going to be able to watch the movie you wanted to watch, Fantastic Four, to phase 6.
Is that right?
Yeah, it's been moved to phase 6. I think.
I knew it was coming out. I just didn't know when it was coming out.
I don't even.
And the Thunderbolts, is that going to be a series or a movie?
I don't know.
Uh,
I probably should have checked that.
But like apparently, what's his name? Daredevil is going to be in the series with She-Hulk, and then he's going to have his own series.
Yeah.
That's gone really quiet. Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still there. I'm still here. I'm more excited about Thunderbolts.
Yeah. Is that going to be a series or a movie?
I don't know. I don't.
I'm trying to Google it right now.
I was just wondering because that looks quite interesting. I mean, I'm kind of a little bit like blasé now about the Marvel movies.
Yeah, I was recently I'm gonna put that down. I couldn't find it. Yeah, I've been recently thinking. I think I might not like Marvel anymore because we watched a lot of Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, all of it, and I think after Endgame came out, I've started to lose interest in it.
I think it's hard it's like the same principle as like when you get bands and they have their seminal album, their best album.
Yeah.
And then it's hard to continue after that.
Yeah.
Because people have such high expectations. Everyone's expecting the next movie to be just as good as Endgame.
Yeah, because all the movies that have been released now, it's kind of felt quite
Well, I don't know. I mean, the Spider-Man movie.
The Spider-Man movie was good, yeah.
No Way Home. I mean, that was fantastic.
Spider-Man movie was amazing. I put No Way Home up there with Endgame. I know it's not.
I would as well.
Disney,
Yeah.
Marvel. It's Sony.
I did think it had the most plot holes, though.
Absolutely fantastic.
Actually, we haven't done a Spider-Man review, have we?
Well, we do now.
Yeah, I guess we do it now. Yeah, I haven't even. Did I even write any notes for it? No, I didn't. So, yeah,
What do you mean by
just
plot
has.
holes?
Well, okay, so everyone in the world is supposed to forget about Peter Parker, not Spider-Man,
Yeah.
but people still remember. The next movie, Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, he still remembers helping Peter Parker, helping Spider-Man.
Yeah. He just doesn't remember who Peter Parker is.
Yeah, but it just doesn't feel right. He feels like he should not remember doing that. He knows what he's done, so he knows that he's wiped the existence of Peter Parker from everyone. He just doesn't.
No, he doesn't know he's wiped the existence of Peter Parker. He knows he's wiped the existence of something or someone. Doesn't know what though, does he?
Well, he says Spider-Man in the movie.
Well, he said that there was a
but
instance in the multiverse, or like his experience of the multiverse involved Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, but not specifically Peter Parker.
Yeah, I guess. Also, the taxes and pieces of paper, all the important thing that says that you are a human and was born, do they still exist? Or are they wiped out now? Does Peter Parker not have to pay taxes anymore? Or is he homeless? Does he own a house?
He's not old enough. He's not old. One, he never owned a house. Two, he's not old enough to pay taxes.
Well, he doesn't have a auntie anymore.
No. Well, no one knows who he is. It's not like he got rid of the existence of Peter Parker.
But
it just nobody knows who he is. So it's not like he's wiped out all the paperwork as well. He's just messed with people's heads.
Yeah.
So nobody knows who he is anymore.
But he does still need to get a house, though. We see him get a house.
Oh, he's got a flat, hasn't he?
Yeah.
At the end of the movie.
So I guess all my points have been now disproven. Oh well, that was fun. A bit of a fun little circle of pointlessness on that area.
So, was there any other plot holes you wanted to
Well,
for
I
us to
hadn't.
correct for you?
I hadn't planned to talk about Spider-Man, so I actually can't remember the movie. It's coming to Disney Plus, isn't it? Well, I mean, they released the other two.
Did they?
Yeah.
I thought they were like only Sony.
Yeah,
things.
I thought so as well. Do you not remember me getting surprised that Spider-Man was there?
Oh yeah. So they got the older ones.
No, yeah, they got Far From Home, is it? The one where he goes on holiday somewhere, and then they've got the original one.
Well, you got Homecoming, Far From Home, No Way Home.
Yeah, which is, I don't think it's a really cool idea to name all these movies after homes. Like, well, not after homes, with the home in it.
Yeah,
but
they could do one in like Spider-Man 20 will be like Spider-Man
Home Alone,
old people's home,
old people's home. Yeah,
care home,
care home. Yeah.
Oh,
I the only problem I find with this is
Home on the
can't.
range.
I can't remember the names. Oh no.
Homeward Bound.
Oh, no.
Spider-Man Homeward Bound with the dogs.
4 hours later,
or
we'll still be naming more.
If they resurrect Aunt May and Spider-Man gets in a relationship with her, it'll be Spider-Man Sweet Home Alabama.
Oh no. Welcome to the pun section of the podcast. I'm because we had to rush around, I've completely forgotten everything that I was going to talk about in this episode of the podcast.
Well, you started off by talking about Stranger Things.
I wanted to go quickly over that. Because
Have
we're
you-
going to do an episode on that.
Pat, have you been watching the Resident Evil TV series?
Oh no,
No?
Are
Not a
you
fan?
are you not
no,
wanting to watch it then?
no.
What part of it isn't interesting to you? Because I'm interested.
The whole thing.
Right, so
The-
non-specific
the
part.
No, the original films were so bad. I've not even watched the live-action 2020 film, Return to Raccoon City, because I don't want it to tarnish the games.
I didn't know. I just started playing the games, as you actually might know. And so far, after playing the games, I've been bloody confused. The last thing I did a live stream where I played the game for an hour, and I only got a battery.
I saw.
Yeah, I was very angry. That's not how that microphone works.
Yeah, but I don't like being right in front of it.
Except, oh god, that microphone is a Rode Pod mic.
Yeah.
Now, it doesn't mean it picks up from the side at all. It
Huh?
only picks up from the front.
Oh, well, that's stupid, isn't it?
Oh god. What was I talking about? Oh yeah. So from a new person to the Resident Evil franchise, I'm finding it interesting. I'm bloody confused. I'll give you that, but I'm finding it interesting.
Well, that is all right.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't.
They obviously get more flowy as they go along. They learn from their mistakes.
Yeah,
Well,
the
mistakes,
first
but,
one,
they
I would have loved to have a book to tell me what to do. Just a whole manual would have been great, because I've had to ask for assistance from
So would
anyone
me-
else.
So would me and your dad 25 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah, but that was the fun of it, of playing that game.
Okay, I am the only person.
Kids
not-
these days, eh?
Yeah.
I'm the only person out of my friend group who doesn't like open world games.
It's not an open world game.
No, I know it's not an open world game.
It's not open world at all.
I know it's not an open world game. Give me a sec. This isn't a game podcast. This is a movie podcast. Give me a sec. What was I saying? Yeah. So I like a linear game.
Mhm.
My prime example is Half-Life, my favorite game. You start off at a tramline and you end with G-Man. There's not, oh, maybe if I take this slight turn, a slightly different story will appear. I find it really hard to play these games.
So you would enjoy a game like Far Cry 1, but you wouldn't enjoy any of the others because it goes into open world. Far Cry
You
1
are
is very linear, start to
you are
finish.
correct. I have been thinking of playing Far Cry 1. I haven't got
You
around to it because I don't like.
You wouldn't enjoy Just Cause or even the what are they called? BioShock games.
Okay, with BioShock, I think there's enough of a linear story to actually play. I have played BioShock. I haven't finished it. It was a very enjoyable game. Yeah, again, this isn't a game podcast. Maybe I should do a game podcast. But as I don't own enough podcasts. Yeah, the linear aspect is what I like. This is also the same thing with a movie. You don't watch a movie to do different versions. You can't take a turn in a movie. There are movies that did that, or
there was
interactive
some,
games.
like DVDs or something
Yeah.
in the 90s where you could put, like, it would pause at certain sections and you could choose what decision
Yeah.
you make. They were all shit.
Yeah, they're still a thing. They're on YouTube. The only person I can think of is a YouTuber you won't know, Markiplier.
Right.
I slightly find him irritating, but he's a nice guy. He does these story things where he does split offs.
And hasn't Netflix tried to do
Yes,
something like
they
that?
they did try. Yeah.
Didn't they do that with Black Mirror? Although
Yes.
I've never watched it.
Yeah.
There was a thing where you could pick, and it would change the story.
Actually, that brings me to an interest. This isn't something I plan. I've never watched Black Mirror. Is it good?
Yeah, some of them are.
Some of them are good.
Yeah, they're all very dark.
That's what I've heard about them. I remember what they rated 15, 18.
I don't know. That probably depends on the episode. You know, what's it? Oat Studios, the one on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, or what's the other one? The one that does sci-fi short movies on YouTube. One that we've watched before in the past. I want to say The Verge, but it's not like that. It's like one word, Dust.
Dust.
Yeah.
That was it.
It's like that. It's like watching one of those.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, I might watch it at some point. It's been on my list of things. It's like there with Game of Thrones and The Walking Dead, a series I haven't watched.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
In both in both examples that you've just mentioned, don't bother watching them to the end.
great, cool, thanks. I already know that Game of Thrones had a terrible ending.
It did.
Yeah, because you look like you were about to sob crying the next morning when you walked in and go, oh, Game of Thrones is over. And it was terrible. That was very entertaining. The last two episodes, you looked so sad.
It wasn't that I was sad. I was disappointed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even if I didn't want to know what the ending is, you also spoiled it for me the same day. I'm not going to say it because like people might be spoiled. Oh, actually, everyone's.
No, like, it's been long enough.
Yeah, it has been long enough. Isn't it? So she's like the queen or something of dragons, and then she just burns everyone.
Yeah, like, so the whole storyline for her is that, like, throughout the show, she's kind of building up resources, building up people. She starts off as like I wouldn't say a nice character, because I don't think there is a nice character in Game of Thrones. But she, you're kind of rooting for her. Out of all of them, you're kind of rooting for her, and then she turns into a complete psychopath at the end of it, which is a real shame.
Yeah. Did it have the same thing that Lost did? Was it like, did it have a planned ending, and then the company went, please make more, we give you money, and then they made more, or was it just a not planned ending?
No, I mean, the guy who...
Was it in Killing Eve?
No, I don't know whether he had that ending in mind since the beginning, but it's the same guy who's written it from the beginning.
Oh, okay.
Can't remember his name. Pat, do you remember his name?
No.
I could Google it, but
Don't say Google.
hey Google, play Ed Sheeran.
No. I'll be copyright claimed. No, don't do that. That will play it.
Ooh,
No.
microphone keeps moving.
Yeah, well, I was supposed to buy a sandbag to put at the end of this, for just in case we did this again. Like the first 2 episodes we recorded in the same room, and I was going to buy this sandbag that you put in the end to keep it down.
Mm-hmm.
We never did it again, so I didn't see the point in buying it, but I might need to get one now.
Okay.
Although I was looking at buying these. Anyway, how far are we in? We're in 20 minutes. I'm trying to think of other things that we watched. Pat, have you watched Batman yet?
The Batman.
The Batman.
I have not. No.
Ah, bugger. You should
No,
watch it.
'cause
It's
I was
really
gonna.
good.
I know. I was gonna rent it, but there's no guarantee that I would. Me and the wife would get through it
It's
before
quite
it
long.
ran out because
Yeah,
it's 3
it-
hours. It's in my opinion, it's a 2-sitter.
When you
Yeah.
rent something, is it on all of the streaming service that is timed? Is it? Because I can't remember if Google
24 hours, I think.
Yeah,
isn't it,
once you
with,
start watching
Amazon?
it.
is it once you start watching, or is it once it? No, I don't know.
No, you have like 20. I think
Yeah.
you had like 24 hours to watch.
Yeah.
It. Pat, I finally got around to watching Le Mans 66.
Yeah, I watched that with you.
Yeah,
I enjoyed it.
that was really good. Because I think I remember, Pat, you
The
recommended
what?
it to me.
Le Mans
Or
66.
Or was it Le Mans?
Le Mans?
Le
Le-
Mans.
Ah.
The one with Matt Damon in it and
Matt Damon playing Matt Damon.
Christian
Yeah.
Bale.
Christian
Yeah.
Bale, yeah.
I
Interesting.
It was a very interesting film, and I'm not interested in that area usually. I've never been interested in the car industry.
Beautiful cars.
Oh, they are some beautiful cars. I like the older cars compared to the newer cars. I would see. Going off topic a little bit here. If I was to get a car, if I had all the money in the world, I would buy one of the old retro
you have
cars
to
that
qualify with that, yeah.
Yeah. I would buy one of the lovely retro cars that they had there. Some lovely silver cars. I like silver cars.
They had the what was it? The Porsche. Porsche he
the,
was driving. Matt Damon was driving a Porsche. It was lovely.
yeah. And I would get this lovely car with a combustion engine, and take the combustion engine and put a Tesla battery in it, and make it an electric car. And I imagine that would annoy so many car enthusiasts.
Yeah, car heads would.
Yeah,
hate you.
yeah, they really would, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
But I like the
Why
look
would
of
you
it.
put a
Don't like the
Tesla
sound of it.
battery in?
Hmm.
Why would you put a Tesla battery in it?
Because they're the only ones who do conversions at the moment, I believe. Right? Is it just
No.
Tesla, or is there other companies?
No. That was so like what people will do is like retrofit classic cars. There's like this Welsh firm that does it. Really good. And they'll take a classic car and put electric motor in it and electric battery and all that kind of stuff. Some of them
Yeah,
have started
electric's
to use-
fine. I was just wondering why specifically.
I just
well, the
randomly picked
Tesla
one.
ones at the moment they've kind of cornered the market for long life batteries. They manufacture their own batteries. I think the first model to include it was the Model Y.
Isn't their capacity quite high as well? For
Yeah. So like the range that you'd get generally out of like a Tesla battery
okay.
pack is higher than the like some of the competitors.
Yeah.
Okay.
But,
Nah.
yeah.
Probably should go back to a movie in a movie podcast.
Well, that's what.
Yeah, that's my fault. The what was it? Le Mans, that movie, 66 was. I found it very interesting because, as I said, I'm not a fan of this industry, and I didn't know about. I knew about this race, the Le Mans race. I've heard about it many times. The fact that it's 24 hours, and they're constantly racing, but I didn't know how much effort companies would go into it, specifically Ford, as the movie follows the story of Ford. Also, yeah, spoilers.
Yeah.
It's been long enough.
Has it been long enough? It only came out in 2019, didn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
The race
But,
was in 1966, though.
Oh, the fair. Yeah, okay. Even more of a fair point there.
Yeah, spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Ford won in the end.
Yeah, it was just fascinating to me, really, and I really enjoyed watching the car get made. Even though like they kind of skipped a bit, I would have liked. It did shock me where it went. Okay, we're gonna make a car. We've made a car, now test the car. And I thought, oh, okay, they're not going to show them building the car. But I guess that wasn't important to the story. It was primarily about what was his name? Started with an R, didn't it?
Who was the driver?
The driver guy.
Kevin Miles?
Yeah, Kevin Miles, yes. Yeah, it wasn't an R. I guess the story was primarily about Kevin Miles.
And Shelby.
And Shelby, yeah. Who was Matt Damon playing Matt Damon. He doesn't really change his acting at all, in my opinion.
I think he put a different accent on.
Did he?
Yeah.
I hadn't noticed it.
I think so.
But yeah, the only thing that I've really watched with him in it and I thought, oh, that's a really good movie, was The Martian. Because he seemed to suit that role very well. I'm not saying that he's a bad actor. Well, I'm just saying.
What are you talking about?
I'm just saying
Dogma.
he's this Dogma.
Yeah, you haven't seen it. It's a really good movie.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if it's on anything. It was on Netflix at some point, but
See, here's the only problem I have. Trying to catch up with all these films that I have not watched. They're on streaming services now. Where do I go to get them?
well,
They're everywhere.
I'll tell you what. I might be cancelling Prime.
Really?
Well, yeah, they've just put their prices up.
Did they? Wait, what? When?
I don't know. It was on the news yesterday.
Oh, what? How much is it now?
It's going up to because I pay it yearly.
I pay it monthly.
Monthly's going up to £8 a month.
Yeah.
And yearly is going up to 90 something. I think.
I mean,
I was paying 70 something.
I'm paying £7 a month at the moment. I might do. Do they do like every 6 months? It might be better to do that. No. Okay, so it's only
Either
yearly.
monthly or yearly. I think most of the streaming services have that same kind of setup. Like Disney's got the same thing.
Yeah.
Monthly or yearly. I don't know about Netflix though. I've never paid for Netflix yearly.
Do you pay that monthly?
Yeah.
Oh. Netflix is a whole different deal. I was going to save that for a different podcast, but a different show. But we could possibly discuss how much of a mess Netflix has become.
Is it?
Oh yeah.
That's fine.
Have you? So they're not doing well money wise because they're producing so many shows. They're trying to catch up by just producing the most amount of shows they can, not with the most quality control. Some shows really are good, and I'm glad that they have this kind of small area. Like Love, Death and Robots. I don't think you'd have a show like that unless a company just went, we'll make anything. But they're not. There's too many wrong steps that they're taking, in my opinion. Like the first thing they could. Yeah,
Give me an example.
The first thing that they should be doing is releasing stuff one episode at a time.
Same as Prime.
Same as Prime. Because Prime gets a lot of money from getting a concurrent amount of viewers. The Boys. I believe that got a lot of money, specifically the season that we're going to do a review on soon. What? Brain.
Yeah, you were talking about Netflix.
Yeah, Netflix. But Netflix don't have that. They just go, oh, do you know what? Here it is, all of it.
I don't think they've ever done episodical stuff.
Oh,
maybe they have.
I think season 1 of Stranger Things was episodic.
Well, plus, I mean, like this most recent series of Stranger Things, they released all of the.
It was split in two, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was, yeah. So, and then you had like 2 feature-length episodes at the end. Which
I'm not a fan of, but yet again, save that for Stranger Things episode.
Oh, okay.
Well, no, that was fine. I that is getting closer to what they should be doing, but I still think they release one episode at a time, and then that's gonna get a more concurrent view. I watched a YouTuber on this guy called Matt Pat.
Matt Pat.
Matt Pat, yeah, Matt Pat. That's his name. His name's Matthew Patrick, but you just cut it down to Matt Pat.
Pat Matt.
No, not Pat Matt.
Oh no. Pat Matt Matt Pat.
No. he talked about all this in greater depth than I did just then. But the other thing is that they're raising prices again. They are
I'm gonna have to pay more money again.
yeah.
Huh.
They are adding a cheaper version but with adverts.
Oh no, I'm not doing that.
I
I
know.
hate
They're
adverts.
trialing
Yeah, so-
it at the moment, aren't they?
Yeah.
Really?
So the funny thing is that the CEO a couple of years ago said they would never do such a thing. We are only wanting people to do subscriptions. We will never do adverts. And now they're doing adverts, as well as they're going to be charging people per house now.
Oh, I did
Yeah.
see that. Yeah, I'd heard something along those lines.
I don't think that's the best thing to do. I know that they're trying to crack down on this because
Or people sharing. Like,
people, yeah, and it's become a problem in their eyes. But I think let them do it. Not a lot of people are going to be able to afford it. Think about people chipping in to pay for it instead. That's a bigger community you're developing there.
I bet people would already do that. You know, like
They do, yeah.
When I was at university or something like that.
Yeah,
people
yeah.
would chip in for the TV license.
Yeah.
You'd have it for the building. Same kind of principle. I can imagine. I don't see terrestrial TV existing for much longer.
Well, the CEO of Netflix, I believe, recently said. Did I just tap you
Don't
on the
worry.
toe? Recently, just said that he wants. I think he said death to terrestrial TV or something like that.
Yeah, he said it should already be dead.
Yeah, it should already be. That was it.
Yeah.
I
I would agree with him on that. I mean, I disagree from a consumer point of view with the idea of having episodical things. I like being able to binge watch I don't know, Stranger Things or something like that. I like it, the whole series being out. I see the financial benefit for providers like Amazon, where they can do it episodically, and they'll have like a, once a month or something like that. And I also see the financial advantages to having advertisements, because I know that they also do that on Prime.
yeah.
But for me personally, I'm happy to pay a premium not to have to deal with adverts.
Yeah, I mean that's why I got
Right there, Pat. Suddenly got a bit Darth Vader.
Sorry, I was just getting more comfortable.
This is why I had YouTube Red for a bit. It is not worth the money, may I just say. What was it? I think it's something like 12 quid a month.
Is it?
Yeah. And all it does is stop ads and let you download some things. It is not worth the money in any sort of way. I would never pay that money for that. That's why I got it through like Xbox subscription. But that's the only reason why I wanted it, just to not get ads for 3 months. And that was amazing. Watching YouTube, no ads. But I also want to come back to the point that you made about it's better. You don't think Netflix should be episodic. Their uploads. Do you not remember? I'm going to come back to Stranger Things again. When Stranger Things, the first part finished, we spent so much time theorizing about what's going to happen next. I mean, I think that's quite enjoyable.
Yeah.
It's fun when one episode comes up. You go,
what was
"Oh,
the
what
gap?
happens next?"
Go on, Pat.
What was the gap between the first part and the second part? How long was the gap?
It was a month.
Was it?
It was a month or 2 weeks. I can't remember. No, month. Yeah, it was a month. And that left a lot of time to theorize, and I really find that fun. It's my equivalent of Lost.
Yeah.
And-
I'm kind of casting my mind back to shows that I've watched in the past when, there was that gap between, and you would speculate on what was going to happen in the next episode and stuff like that. I can see
But
that.
how much time did you spend on Netflix in that month?
Watching stuff in between? Not much.
Not much, not yeah.
There isn't much on Netflix that I want to watch at the moment.
Also, if you did want to binge watch it and they had the episodic thing, what's stopping you from binge watching it? I mean, apart from YouTube spoiling everything.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah.
It's like that. It's really irritating that you get quite a few people on YouTube that will, as soon as a movie's come out, like the day it's come out,
Yeah.
they'll start talking about explaining the ending or something like
Which
that.
is why with this production, this podcast, I try to not spoil as much from the cover and everything. It's just annoying with specifically the, not to call out any channels. I mean, I'm going to call out channels anyway. Screen Crush or New Rockstar. They're both channels that both me and you have at least watched in the past. They just put everything out there. There'll be screenshots from parts like at the end, and you go, what?
Yeah,
I wanted that to not be spoilt for me. I enjoy trying to discover these things, but because I was a day late, now the entire ending has been spoiled because of one bloody thumbnail.
Yeah, but I don't know. They've got to make that's how they make their living, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it
I mean,
is.
that's how they make their money. Well, fair enough. What I end up doing is just blocking those videos. For a couple of weeks, and then if I want to watch it, I will.
It'd be interesting if like YouTube added a feature that this movie's come out. Do you want to delay any video of this coming up until you click a video?
Google's or YouTube's never going to do that.
No, they wouldn't.
No, they want as many people watching as much as they can.
Yeah, and that would also mess up
clickbait,
YouTube
isn't
stats.
And that's what the thumbnails
Clickbait,
are.
yeah.
Thumbnails are clickbait, aren't they? So
Yeah, they're there to get you hooked on it, and they always have this kind of tag. Like, you notice that on YouTube where you get like people will have the click the icon or whatever, and they'll have right on it say like, this changes everything.
Yeah.
Or, you won't believe the ending, or something along those lines, just to get you going. And it's just
I try with my videos to try not to be so clickbaity. Like, I try not to put our faces on the front of stuff because I'm not here to watch this channel because this guy's face is plastered on the thumbnail. I'm here to discover what they're talking about. So I don't put faces. I don't tend to put faces.
I think I'm quite pretty. I think I could work as
quite
clickbait.
angelic.
Should we put your face on the thumbnail then? Next Steamly episode, you'll be there,
Shit.
just on your own.
Yeah. Clickbait. That's it.
And I also try not to do very clickbaity titles. You do sort of have to do it a little bit to get people's interest, because I am trying to grow this channel. I'm not there going, screw it.
I tell you, I can give you an example of something that spoiled something for me, and it kind of leans into what you wanted to talk about, which was I knew that Soldier Boy was going to be coming into The Boys because I'd already seen it on Screen Crush, like they'd put it on the thumbnail.
I knew that Soldier Boy was going to be in it because well, one, you said it.
You follow Jensen Ackles on Instagram.
Who?
The actor.
Oh, is that the actor? No, I got it through Twitter. I saw the Twitter. I saw it get posted, and it was a scene I hadn't seen yet, and it looked fairly modern compared to. It wasn't a poster made by them. It was a fan-made poster.
Well, I swear, like in previous series of The Boys, they'd had like newsreels or something like that of Soldier Boy showing him, the actor, playing Soldier Boy, or at least posters or something like that with him on it.
They have their own YouTube channel where they Vought. They had a Vought YouTube channel where they were posting all of these videos, and those were getting shared. Like with Screen Crush again, obviously the one that me and you watched the most, it seems. I believe he talked about those videos as well.
Oh right, I didn't watch a lot of it, but although I would like to talk about the very first episode of The Boys, season 3.
I guess we're in The Boys now. Here we go.
Yeah, and that. I
But-
mean, they every season they seem to take it up to the next level.
Before we carry on, I want to say one thing.
Mm-hmm.
For this is the only thing we have done so far where I have taken no notes because it is burnt into my mind this season. I watched the first 2 seasons of The Boys, obviously, before this, and I thought, it's fine, it's not gruesome. The first episode was painful. Painful to watch in every single way.
Yeah.
It's so painful. I can't show a clip for it on YouTube. It is unmonetizable in any sort of way to kind of show what happened. So you have to describe it. But then you don't want to describe it.
Well, it was Ant-Man.
Oh, try.
Yeah, I will.
Oh, God.
Imagine Ant-Man crawling up the shaft or into the
That man went down the wrong hole.
yeah, someone's penis and then expanded.
Oh, God, it was horrible. I hated it. Oh, God.
Well, it was truly horrific. I got to be honest, it gave me a nightmare.
Yeah. I was going to sleep that night going, I don't know if I want to watch the rest of this season now. And
It's good though, wasn't it?
Oh,
it was good.
fantastic.
It was good, yeah.
Yeah, it was. And that, what was it? The scene, like similar kind of scene, because I think the same character was in another scene later.
Yeah,
on,
yeah, yeah.
which was oh god, what was it called? Like something like
The superhero,
Supergasm. Or
Yeah, that
something,
was
or
it.
Like Herogasm.
Yeah, that was, yeah, oh, God, yeah.
And that episode was just horrific. I mean, it was the first guy that we saw open the door. He had like this huge, massive, long penis, which he was then like kind of moving around everywhere. And it's just
Yeah.
like, oh my god, where do they get these? Because it's oh god, who is it who helps write and direct it? It's the guy who did The Interview.
Yes.
Josh. No, is it?
He played, I don't know why this is the first thing that comes to mind. He played Wreck-It Ralph. He's the voice actor of Wreck-It Ralph.
Yeah, what's his name?
Cannot remember. I just remember he made another movie that traumatized me for about 3 days.
He did one about the end of the world.
He did the one, the movie about the end of the world, and I was 14, 15 at the time.
Yeah.
And that movie, I didn't like that. That was not the best movie. And it was, yeah. He has a tendency of making these inappropriate movies.
He's the voice of Wreck-It Ralph.
Yeah, he's the voice of Wreck-It Ralph.
I thought the voice of Wreck-It Ralph was not Will Ferrell, the other guy from Step Brothers.
Oh right, might be.
Anyway,
I
I digress.
well, are you going to go to IMDb?
Mm-hmm.
You can check for me then.
Yeah, you carry on talking amongst yourselves.
You might want to, move a bit closer to the microphone.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember the scenes, actually. I'm surprised that I cannot remember them now, because they were really burnt into my mind at the time. If I just bring up, I tell you what I'm going to do is I'm just going to bring up Prime Video and look at the thumbnails, and that should probably be enough to bring back horrible memories. Don't get me wrong, I thought the series was really good, and it was definitely entertaining. But there was some scenes where I was amazed. And I'm not a person who doesn't like gore. I will say that. I find it very fun. I mean, Doom Eternal, a lot of fun. What movies have I watched that were quite gory? I watched
Inglourious Basterds.
that's what I was gonna say. Yeah, that one, the one I can't say.
You can say if you want.
And I really enjoyed that movie. Oh, great, because I'm on my phone. It doesn't show me the thumbnails. Oh, who was the name of the new character? The one that knew Starlight. you remember his name?
Oh,
The superhero guy.
Yeah. Well, they're all superheroes.
They well, not all of
Well,
them.
no. The one that Starlight used to date.
Yeah, the one that Starlight used to
Yeah.
date. I was amazed that they killed him off so fast. I probably shouldn't have been amazed because it was obvious that he was gonna die, but it was a sudden. I thought he had a couple more episodes to go before he just suddenly, his face is imploded. I'm gonna try and bring up it on my computer here. If I have it bookmarked. Streaming media.
So what did you think of it, Pat?
Yeah, because we've mostly been doing the talking in this podcast, haven't we?
I thought The Boys was really good. The ending was a bit, as in there's no resolution, but
I think
apart
that's
from
kind of
that,
the point,
I thought
isn't it?
Was, yeah, but I wanted something to happen rather than nothing. If you know what I mean. It was.
Yeah. Oh, I just remembered the octopus scene.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah,
Where he was having sex with an octopus, and then then he had to eat it. Although that character does really irritate me.
he does for me as well. But
The deep, isn't it?
yeah, that's him. But I think that's the
Yeah.
point of his character, isn't it? Just to be the irritating one.
Well, because I think that there's a certain amount of irony in his naming, because for someone so shallow to be called the deep,
Yeah.
and he is completely vacuous. He just there's nothing to the character whatsoever. But then he's called the deep.
Yeah. Oh, I felt so sorry for that octopus.
Josh Brolin, that's his name.
Is it?
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Josh Brolin.
Did he play Wreck-It Ralph?
No, I don't think he did. I
Oh.
wasn't looking up that. I was just looking at the other episodes.
But yeah.
No, Josh Brolin is Thanos.
Oh yeah, that's the wrong person as well. What have I done now?
I am now Googling it as well. Pat, if you have anything to say, while both me and my dad are Googling stuff.
It's Seth Rogen you're thinking of.
Yeah, that's him. Oh God, my
That-
brain.
But I
That
didn't
took
know
effort.
he did.
What? Carry on.
I didn't know he did the. No, he couldn't have done the voice of Wreck-It Ralph.
How do you spell his
So
name?
whatever you do, don't listen to this podcast for information or.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're not the most helpful on the information side of things, are we? Unannounced. Console Wars. There's the boys. There's the boys. Did he do both those? The animated one as well? I wondered if that was handed off to someone else, but I guess he did the animated one as well.
I quite like the animated one. It was all the little short stories, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of like a Love, Death and Robots, but for the boys, or maybe more Animatrix.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good shout.
I'm very interested. I swear it was Seth Rogen that's the voice. No, I was very wrong. Never mind.
Yeah, Pat was right.
Yeah.
Who?
John C. Riley.
Yeah.
I was very wrong. I don't know where I heard that from then, because I thought I heard that from someone. I'm very confused this season with with Butcher, the main character, because they have a running theme that he's not the most stable guy, is he?
Well, he's
No.
very focused.
He's very focused on killing, but he doesn't want anyone else to get the killing. It's just him. So he just wanted to. He knocked out his friend and his other friend and his other friends. He just betrayed them all. But the one scene that confused me, and it was the scene where Starlight tells him that it mushes the brain.
Oh, the kind of temporary V.
Yeah. Now I can understand why the character.
Temp V.
Yeah, temp V. I can understand why the character did it. It's his kind of thing. But from a writer point of view, that was a complete waste of time. They could have. It would have been so much easier just to have gone. Okay. Your girlfriend has told me to stop killing you. But I know that wouldn't have it as a satisfying thing. But I didn't think that
But
needed.
You're forgetting like who Butcher is. He doesn't know how to deal with his emotions.
No.
All he's ever known is violence. So he manages it with violence. He genuinely cares about Huey. Sees him as like his surrogate little brother.
Who we found out more about this season.
Yeah, and the way he's protecting Huey is by punching him and leaving him in a public toilet.
Yeah.
Like that's him looking. That is him looking after him.
Yeah. We should probably discuss because of this temp V, that he almost had the same amount of power as what's the main guy's name?
Homelander.
Homelander. He seemed to have all the same powers as Homelander.
Yeah.
The laser eyes.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering in the next season if he got not temp V, actual V, would he be to the same standards as he?
Yeah. Well, it's in the comics.
Yeah. Well, that was spoilt for us when we were watching. The fact that in the comics, it seems that, I mean, is this spoiling it? I guess.
Not really. I mean, it's out there, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay. Well, in the comics, all of them, I think, get all of the people fighting against these superheroes get the superhero powers to fight against the superheroes.
I think what's going to happen is that Butcher, for a start, I mean, like they left it the way they left it at the end of season 3 is he's dying. Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
He's going to end up having to take V.
Yeah. To stay alive.
Yeah, to be like, and then he'll be permanently a superhero.
In less.
Which literally goes against all of his principles.
Yeah.
But I think that's the point, isn't it?
Yeah, that was kind of. I mean, in season 3, it was just like him losing his principles or forgetting his principles just to get revenge on Homelander. It's all about revenge.
Yeah.
I mean, like he was happy to let Soldier Boy kill all those people.
Yeah. He didn't care about anyone else. He just wanted what he wanted.
Yeah, but then like it got to the point where it was, I think it was the last episode where the boy, or Soldier Boy's son.
No. The other one. Homelander's son. Yeah.
Yeah. Soldier Boy kind of knocked him over or like attacked him, and that's when Butcher was like, not the kid.
Yeah. Yeah. Which I also must say he's not getting the Father of the Year award, is he? Or Stepfather of the Year award. Because he was not the best to him.
But again,
that's him, yes, I know.
Pushing him away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's not getting that mug. World's best dad. He's getting the world's best arsehole.
Yeah. Unfortunately, to further the plot, he had to do that, didn't he?
Yeah.
Because if he didn't push him away, he wouldn't have fallen more into Homelander's grasp, if you know what I mean. And then
Yeah. So because that keeps the story going. I mean, like Pat, you were saying that you're kind of disappointed with the ending. I mean, they couldn't tie it up in a neat bow because they want to do another season.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
Do you think this has a planned ending?
Soldier Boy is just yeah, because the next series is the last series, isn't it?
What were we going to say about Soldier Boy?
But Soldier Boy's just on ice, but so that leaves it ambiguous. Is he coming back or not? The one thing that really, really disappointed me, there wasn't any real supernatural winks and nods. I was upset by that.
Yeah, because they had. I really liked it. They had
Bobby from Supernatural and Jensen, obviously from Supernatural, but they never met. There was never any. There was never any. But it's written by Kripke, who wrote the first 5 or 6 series, or produced the first 5 or 6 series of Supernatural. It was literally on a plate,
Mm.
and they turned their back.
Yeah, could have had them at least like giving each other a nod or something like that, or just "Do I know you?"
Yeah,
kind of moment. But yeah. I mean, I've never watched Supernatural, but I know it went on for like 9 seasons. Or something?
This is the first time I've heard of Supernatural.
15, I think.
So it went on
It
for
went
quite
on
a
for,
while.
Yeah.
quite a while. Yeah.
It's I've always imagined it being like Buffy the Vampire Slayer or something along those lines. Is it like that?
Kind of. Yeah, to a degree. Yeah.
But so I don't know. I may come around to watching it.
I don't even know if there was any actual callbacks to any other series in.
Well, there's lots of callbacks. There's in jokes for every superhero.
Yeah,
or
apart from
character
that
and
one, yeah.
everything else. You know, like, I mean, you've got Homelander, which is basically a psychopathic Superman
Yeah.
with daddy issues.
It's more DC than it is Marvel, isn't it? Taking the
Well,
mick
no,
out.
Soldier Boy's kind of.
Soldier Boy's
Captain-
Marvel, yeah.
Captain America. Really.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the Ant-Man character from episode 1.
Yeah.
Is there a Wolverine?
Mac's
type
favourite character.
Yeah.
Absolutely not, no. There's so many gruesome scenes in this season, I can't actually remember them all. The penis one is the worst, and it was the first thing shown, but...
But they've got, I mean, they step it up, don't they? Every season. There's always something more gross. I mean, the first season you had the invisible guy whose skin was supposed to be made of diamond. And then Huey stuck a bomb up his arse and blew him up.
I found that very funny.
But that was, what was that, like episode 2 or 3? Or
I think it was
1?
episode 2. What was with the musical scene?
Oh, what with Frenchie?
Yeah, and the other one, what is she?
I can't remember her name.
No, I can't either.
Kumiko.
Yeah,
Kumiko?
that. Yeah,
Yeah, Kimiko. Yes.
Yeah.
that was a weird scene. As a director's point of view, maybe he was bored. He just went, do you know what? I'm fed up of making a gruesome
I think they all
series.
do it, don't they?
Yeah.
Just
They
do a
all
musical
do
episode.
these. Yeah. It's a thing, isn't it? They all do them. You look at the first episode of Umbrella Academy. There's a music scene.
You're right.
Yeah, that's true.
It's a thing.
That threw
Embrace
me
it,
off as
you know?
well.
Yeah, the dance off, didn't
Yeah,
they? Yeah. That was cool.
that was quite cool. I have to agree. I preferred that one to
But
that one.
the thing I'm wondering about, and I might have missed it, but Starlight's powers. There's a few scenes where she's gripping her fist and it's glowing, like
Yeah.
she's got like super powers, but it's never
Yeah.
really like when she was getting angry, her powers were just going off the charts just by being
Yeah.
angry.
Yeah, but she's also been
So-
able to light up her eyes before, right?
Yeah, it depends on how much power she's got.
Yeah, so it's either that she's getting more power, but she's always been able to kind of light up, I guess, parts of her body.
Well, she's
Yeah.
yeah. Well, she's Electro, isn't she?
Pretty well, a more dumbified version of Electro, but yeah.
I do get the point though. I mean the battle scenes or fight scenes throughout the boys has always been a bit impotent. You know, like I mean they've got the kind of gruesomeness, but then I suppose it's kind of budget constraints as well.
Yeah.
You often find yourself at the end of a season kind of feeling a little bit I don't know, little bit. No, I don't want to say disappointed because disappointed ain't the word.
No. Nor is it let down, is it? It's just kind of a meh.
Yeah, I'd love to see a full-on massive battle with
Yeah.
with all their powers all kind of jacked up to
Yeah.
11.
We got a slight glimpse of that with Soldier Boy versus his son now,
Yeah,
and
Homelander.
Homelander
Homelander.
and Butcher
Yeah.
all at once.
Yeah, well, it's like the fight between Homelander and Maeve
Yeah,
on the last episode.
yeah,
I don't know. I was expecting more.
yeah.
But then there might have been plans for doing more. I mean, it was shot during COVID. So
I'm also interested that they didn't kill off Maeve. As an interesting character as Maeve is, and I didn't want her to die, it felt more weird when they also announced that she's still alive in the same episode.
yeah,
They could have left that at least to the next season as a, oh, look.
she's still alive.
She's still alive.
She hasn't got any powers anymore.
No, she hasn't got any powers. But she could be, I don't know if you probably get this reference, like how Batgirl in the comics gets shot in the back by Joker, and now she sits in the, I think she's called the Oracle, and she just sits and help.
She is called Oracle.
Yeah, that. This
It's the
brain's
best-
still working.
That's the best Batman comic. The best Batman comic ever.
Yeah, I think I
Killing Joke.
own that one.
Oh, see, I always thought
Yes,
that.
I own that
I've got
as
that
well.
one. I've got Killing Joke. You bought it for me.
Oh yeah, that was it. It was you that I brought it for.
No, my favourite Batman comic of all time is Arkham Asylum.
Mm.
'Cause I love that one. I know they turned that into a game, didn't they? They had the Batman Arkham thing.
Oh, the Batman Arkham series.
It's
Really,
the
really
Arkham
good.
series, isn't it?
Yeah.
Really good. Been playing through that slowly.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I enjoyed The Boys. I thought it was good. Kimiko, Frenchie, and Mother's Milk are my three favourite characters. I think their dynamic, well, Frenchie's and Kimiko's, what they're going through, then obviously what MM's going through with trying to get away from all that.
I also really
and
enjoyed
trying-
how much.
and trying to be like
Go
a
on.
normal person for his kid, and then being
Yeah.
dragged in.
I specifically found
I think
it
it's
interesting how much
fascinating.
they went into the behind of everything, behind the scenes, not behind the scenes of everything, behind the stories of everything, like how they showed much more of is it MM's family and how they got killed, and we knew more about his granddad as well as Butcher's brother, who we never knew how or what had happened to him. And now we know, sadly, committed suicide after being, is it abused by his dad?
Yeah. His dad was a real piece of shit.
Yeah.
He's the actor who plays his dad, like when he's older, was also in another show called Fringe, which I would thoroughly recommend. But I still haven't watched the final episode. I've watched all of Fringe, apart from the final
Is it-
episode. I just couldn't bring myself to watch
Yeah,
it.
it's one of
I
those-
didn't want it to end.
Yeah, it's one of those series you don't want to end. Although by not watching the last episode, you've just ended it an episode early, technically.
Yeah, well, I haven't watched the last episode of Battlestar Galactica, the remake, either. But yeah, and he's really good in that character. But he's also a father who's absolutely useless. Not abusive, just
Yes, useless. So we should probably wrap this episode up. We should probably wrap it up so we can then record
Or
the
down.
next one tomorrow.
Oh yay!
Yay! And I will hopefully have a much better setup for tomorrow.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Right. Thank you for joining us. Thank you, Pat, for joining us and having to cope with our technical difficulties as well. We will see you for the next
No
episode,
worries.
which should be planned to be the Stranger Things one.
Yeah.
So I we'll see you for this.
Yes,
I've got so
yes,
much
yes, yes.
editing to do.
Mm.
After when I finish this tomorrow, before tomorrow's recording, I have to edit 2 gaming videos, another video that hasn't been announced, and I've got to edit this podcast now. So, hey,
Good luck.
yeah. See you next time for another episode.
Cheers. Bye bye.